Hey guys, just a quick one. I'm in the camper again. I'm doing what I do best, I suppose. Hey, it's all good. Well, I'm in here having some decisions. Got some decisions to make in the camper, guys. I might put you up a bit higher so you can see me a bit better, and I can see you, and I can still read the chat. So we'll just see who comes on and give it a few minutes, I suppose, because I've got a couple of ideas and I'm armed with a screwdriver gun. So anyway, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to use these. I've got 3 of these, and I'm going to stick them. I'm thinking about sticking one up on the wall right behind me, like that. Not actually up on the roof, but like that. So, and then I can store me food, whatever I want to store in there, maybe clothes, I don't know. But I've got 3 of them, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them yet, guys. That's the biggest problem. We'll just have to suck it and see, really. But I've got 3 of them. I've got 3, and the tablet is sitting on one at the moment. I've got my fan cupboard there, so it's just a matter of, I don't know what to do with them. I've got plenty of space in here, but I don't want to crowd the place, if you know what I mean. I had thought about making the bed that I'm sitting on move back up like a chair, like a lounge chair. I did think about doing that. I have seen some people do that before, so that shouldn't be a great drama. The only other alternative is to move this cupboard, this one here, guys. Hang on, we'll flick the camera around, and this one here. See, I've got that there. That's the other cupboard that was sitting on it. The idea would be to move that cupboard and the fan, like put that cupboard up high. But then where am I going to do with the fan? That's the biggest problem. I really like my fan, so yeah, it's just a matter of I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So if anybody's got any ideas, either drop down in the chat or I'll put in the description bar later when you guys see this. But yeah, it's just I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I would really like to have a fair bit of storage in it, and go from there. I'd like a wardrobe. That was what I'd really like. I could use one of these as a cupboard. That's not a problem. It's just a matter of put the door on it. Too easy. It's not a drama to do that. So I just got to work out where I'm going to put stuff now. I am feeling another road trip. I'm definitely feeling another road trip. So we have a swap meet coming up in a couple of months, so I might see if I can save up enough money to go on that, go and have a look at that, and then I'll do some serious videos. That should be good. As for this weekend, not a great deal planned, guys. I'm going to put I'm going to start work on the fishing cart, the electric fishing cart. Bloody flies. Almost got him. So yeah, I'm going to do some work on the electric fishing cart. I have a free bike. I got given a free bike. I went and picked that up today. So that's sort of working out pretty cool. I don't want to cut it up yet. I'll wait till I get the other one, and I'll make sure both the goosenecks are the same length before I cut them. If they're not, yeah, I can make them fit. It's not a problem there. It's too easy. It's no dramas for me to cut down a headset and all that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, that's sort of the plan at this stage. I don't know whether to put one of those cupboards up there or not. We're talking up on that wall, or maybe put one on that wall. Oops, where are we? There, this side of the window. I definitely want one behind me here. I definitely want one there. That's sort of where I want to put things at the moment, and see how we go from there. Now, I thought about cutting a hole in the roof and putting a exhaust fan in there. No, I don't want to cut holes in the roof, mate. I've got to reseal it, and it's too much of a pain in the ass. But I did have a look on some of the videos today and there was a guy built an air conditioner out of a cooler, or esky as we call them here in Australia. So I think I can do that. That won't be a great problem. I think that will work out pretty cool. So yeah, I'll get my act together, and I'll get that done. So that should be a bit of fun. The way he did it. Hey Katana, how you going, brother? What's happening? I just sitting in the camper, mate, trying to work out what the hell I'm going to do with some of these cupboards. I got this one here. This is one of the ones I made. I got 3 of these. They're pretty deep. Like I can get my arm in there. In most of them, they're pretty deep. So I want to put one of those up behind me here. I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to put the other 2. The tablet is actually sitting on the 3rd one. I've got 2 here, so the tablet's actually sitting on the 3rd one. So I'm hoping to find somewhere to put that, mate. So I just don't know. But as I said, I got the idea for the air conditioning system for it, so that'll work out great. Hey John. Hey John. The other thing I thought of doing is I mount the air conditioning on the roof and bring the vents in up the back there. Sort of like have a vent that end and a vent this end, so it blows the air in that end, sucks the air out of this end. But the only problem with that is that raises the roof of my camper up when it's in the back of my ute or in the back of my truck. Do you have to pedal on everything? Jeez, man. You just peed on my milk crate. Minor details, mate, minor details. But here I'll give you a look, guys. He's actually outside at the moment, so we'll spin the camera around. There he is. Hey, John. Hey, John. What you doing? Hey, what you doing? Hey, my man. Titan's upstairs at the moment. He's being dog napped by Anthony, so he's up there at the moment. But it's all good. But yeah, guys, got the Tahoe done today. Then I just busted a screw to the roof rack like 15 minutes ago. Back to the junkyard in the morning. Oh, dude, that sucks, man. That really sucks. That's I shouldn't have laughed, man. That really sucks. I did that on one of my old cars. They got the big chrome bumper bar that goes across the front. The easiest way to put it on is to put a couple of pieces of timber on it, put it up against a brick wall, and drive forward slowly with it, so the bumper bar compresses back, and the mounting screws or the mounting bolts and everything all go in there. One screw, yeah. No, that happened to me, brother. Hey, Gonzo. I had one bloody bolt to go, man. One freaking bolt. And I put it in there, and it felt tight, and I just had to go that last little bit, didn't I? And I snapped it off. Unfortunately, I couldn't go and get it from the junkyard because it was a 50-year-old car. So it was a bit hard for me to go to a junkyard to get one. I had to wait 3 weeks. 3 weeks to get a bloody bolt, which is one bolt. And being an old GMH, the biggest problem was none of the bolts around here fit, because they're just that certain size. So I had to wait 3 weeks for somebody to get one from down south. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That seriously sucks, man. But that's sort of my dilemma at the moment, guys. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to put these cupboards. I'll have to make doors for them, of course. So screw was a little long, and I cut too much off. Oh, damn. $3 to get it for 50 cents. Yeah, pretty much, mate. Yeah, pretty much. When I was doing the fire truck, Cookie's fire truck, I needed one bloody screw, and it had to be a quarter inch long. That's all it had to be. And I went everywhere to try and find a screw. I even went to Bolt Masters, and they usually have them. He had everything but the size I wanted. So I had to buy a whole bloody packet. I spent $9 on a big box of screws because I had to have one. But hey, at least I got another 99 in the box. So but anyway, yeah, it's all good. I did use them on the cupboard here, and I have used a few up in here. And we used We used a few to hold these together. But this is what I want to do. I want to either put them this way, or is it worthwhile putting it up this way? I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't mind it being this way because I can put cans of food in there in this part and this part, and in the bigger areas, I could probably put you know, maybe the cooking gear or something in there. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but I want to make it self-sufficient. I have an inverter. I've got a 600 watt, I think it is, inverter, so that should be enough to run that fan and possibly my TV. Not that you really need it anyway, but I can plug into shore power. I have a cord, a big 30-foot length of cord that I can plug into shore power, so that's not a great drama, and do that, so that'll work out fine. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with what do they call it, wheels. I want to put this on wheels. I've had an idea, like, you guys know what a wheelbarrow is, obviously. I want to do something like a wheelbarrow, have the wheels right at the end of the box. So this is my camper. I want to put a wheel right on the end, and then I can lift this end up and it's on wheels here or on the ground then, and I've taken the weight. Got a bad to get bed, guys. Have a great night, Dave. No worries, Katana, man. Thanks for dropping in, dude. Hey, anytime, brother. I hope you find the part at the junkyard tomorrow. I may have to hit the junkyard or scrap piles around town. There's a the council's doing their hard waste collection, you know, when you put all your rubbish out on the footpath. So I may have to hit that and see if I can find another bike if I can't get one. But we'll see what happens. So it'll only be a quick one today, guys. I'm only going on for another probably 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. I have to go at 5 our time, and it's only 22:05 now, so yeah, about another 20 minutes, guys. It's late here. I need to go also. See you next time. That's cool, Gonzo. Anytime, brother. I'll be back to the same truck I was pulling parts off the other day. Mate, that junkyard is awesome, man. I would love to have the dollars to come over and have a wander around your guys' junkyards over there. I reckon I'd get lost. But yeah, guys, hey, look, if you got to go, man, you got to go. That's only town with the time difference. It's 20 minutes to 5 here, 4:40. So yeah, it's definitely a time difference. Or I could just walk around the hood and find the tow. Dude, I want to come and bail you out, man. That's the biggest problem. I don't want to come bail you out. Yeah, oh well. Mate, if I had something there, 1:39 AM here. Oh, bugger. You are definitely up late, mate. If I live closer, brother, I've probably got some screws in there that are damn near fit. I usually keep all the old parts out of my old cars and crap. And I got a fly buzzing around here, man. He's going to die soon. So, it's 1:39 AM, it's 4:39 here, so that'd make it, what, 3:39, 2:39, 1:39, 12:39, 11:39, 10:39, 9:39, 8:39, 7:39, 6:39. I think I'm about 14 hours in front of you, something like that anyway. Maybe more than that. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 14 hours and 13 hours in front of you, something like that. Something like that effect. Man, it's too late in the afternoon to work that shit out. Hey James, how you going, brother? We've just been talking about, I've got these 3 cupboards. I made these 3 cupboards up, and I want to put one behind me there, and I'm not quite sure what to do with the other 2. You're in the future. Yeah, mate, yeah. Put it this way, when shit happens, we're going to know about it first. So, but yeah, that's the sort of the dilemma I got, guys. I got my screwdriver gun here and ready to rock and roll, but I just don't know where I'm going to put stuff. As I said, I do have a power inverter. I would like to maybe raise the cupboard here that the fan's sitting on. I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't mind where that is because it's pretty good. You can just open the door. Even if the camper's in the back of my truck, you can still open the door and get stuff out of it. It's not really a great drama. If it was up a bit higher, because my truck's up so high, you may have problems getting out of it. And besides that, I don't know where I'm going to put the fan. If I get the air conditioning system put in that I'm talking about, mate, I probably won't even worry about a fan. I reckon it would be cool. It'd be cool enough in here without it. So I could probably get away with not having a fan. The cupboard idea, though, I had thought about. Hang on, guys. I've got a bit of moving around here so I can show you what I'm talking about instead of just dribbling shit. But anyway, here we go. Now I've moved. I thought about putting this one down there. Oops, blocking the camera sort of like that. But the only dramas I got then is I'm sitting on the bed, and I think that will interfere. Sorry, guys. I think that will interfere with my feet. Up higher is better. Higher is definitely better. Where are we? That would be cool. Up there like that. That would be pretty cool. That'd work out okay. The only trouble is if I put that there, the way it is, I can't put my camp stove in there. But do I want to cook inside? If I put it this way, like that, it gives me plenty of room. Plus I've got a little storage shelf up here I can stick whatever I want to put up on it. So maybe up there may not be too bad. I don't think I would hit my head on it because I don't sit here that often. I sit up the other end. And if I make the bed so I can fold it in half, I can have that as a lounge chair. I can use that as a chair. So that would free up about, I don't know, maybe 2 feet. Oh no, mate, this is actually Truffles. This is actually one that I built. I actually built this. I'll give you a look around. I built this. If you go back through my videos, I actually built this out of scrap timber that I found. I got the whole thing cost me nothing. I built all the timber here was free. That window and that window was $10 for the pair. The door hinges down here, you know, that sort of stuff there was a couple of bucks. The hinges over, where are we? The hinges holding the door. Everything like all the metal door hinges and things like that owes me like $50. So including the windows, all the door hinges, mate, it owes me $50. That's pretty much about it so far. The cupboards I got I got all that done. That's all free timber. So it's pretty wicked, man. I'm trying to get it sorted. We've already done one trade trip in it. Me and my young fella, we did a road trip in it to Harvey Bay, and man, it works great. I'm sitting on 2 mattresses. I've got one foam mattress that I'm sitting on, and I've got 2 smaller foam mattresses that were single beds. What I did is I cut them 4 feet long. So I measured them out 4 feet. I cut them 4 feet because this camp is 4 foot by 4, 4 foot wide, 4 foot tall, and 8 feet long. So it's 8 foot by 4 foot, or if you're in the metric system, it's 2.4 meters by 1.2 meters either side, and 1.2 meters high. So I can touch the roof up there. I have LED lights. There's an LED light there. There's another LED light up there, and they're all controlled by remote control. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. They're I mean, I can put. You can see the lights. There's a light come on up there now. They're pretty bright. You can go to half light, so I can actually turn them down and turn them all off by remote control. But they're also push button. I can also turn it on and off by push button if I need to. I normally keep the remote up the bed head, like up there, so at night time when I'm laying in bed, oh damn, missed him. I can turn it off without a problem. And I've also got the remote control for the TV. That's on the door. Hang on, I'll see if I can shut the door and I'll give you guys a look at that. Oh, that made it dark, guys. Look at that. Oh, that made it really dark. Hang on, we'll turn the lights on. There we go. Yeah, so I'll just shut this at the door. it stays sort of shut. There we go. So yeah, I'll just flip the camera around, and there's my TV on the door there. And I got my fan, and I got a storage cupboard there, and that's the other one of those other cupboards that I'm sitting on. And then you've got you know, the back wall up there with the 2 lights on it. I've got storage shelves up in that corner and up in that corner that I can stick, you know, the remote control on at night time, or I can put my phone, if I have to charge it, I can put my phone up on here. I am working on a USB port down there, and I'm even thinking about a sound system. So I'll open the door back up, guys, and we'll let some light back in, and I'll turn the LEDs off. Look at that, you can turn them on and off with the remote. This was 15 bucks. That's all it was, $15 at one of our cheap shops. I don't know whether you guys will be able to get that from Lowe's or Walmart or whatever you guys have over there. So yeah, that would be, I mean, 15 bucks is nothing, really. I do have, what have I done with it? Whoops, lost the remote control. I do have these lights. These lights come from Cmper. They hang on hooks up there at night time if I need them. If these lights, before I even put those lights in, but I keep these ones in here just in case. Oops. In case I need them. I have 3 of them. They were like $2, mate. $2 each. Wish my grandfather's still around. He was a great carpenter and always built me furniture and storage. Well, man, that's awesome. Unfortunately, yeah, my grandfather's not around either, brother. My old man lives about a day and a half's drive away from me. So, and I really suck at carpentry too. I had a bit of help from a couple of my friends that helped me build this. But I cut the windows out. I cut them out. The door was cut out. I framed all the door. I framed the windows on the outside. I haven't bothered framing around here just yet. Mainly because I don't know what I'm doing with curtains on the inside. I want to put some sort of a curtain or a blind or something in. And I'm also going to put a fly screen or security screens on the outside so I can leave the windows open. So you got, you know, the windows are all open there and I got the windows open there. I would have liked to have put maybe a window there where the fan is. But as I said, I am planning on that air conditioner idea. That would be cool. Because it hasn't got air conditioning much. I mean, I've seen a few guys on YouTube with vans, you know, those Chevy vans and the Ford vans and stuff like that. And they use a big cooler, big esky, and mate, it cools that down. So I mean, if I use a fair size esky for in here, I think I've got something about maybe 3 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. I might use that, and I'll fill it up full of ice, and I've got a couple of computer fans because they're silent, so I might try the computer fans, and the computer fans will run bloody near 24/7 without a great problem. They don't draw any power. In fact, I could probably put my solar panels up on the roof, connect them directly to the solar panels, and they'd run. The fan would run as long as the sun was out. So that wouldn't be a great problem to do that. But yeah, I mean, it's only basic in here. It was built cheap. Bought an AC at Walmart for about 80 bucks. It wasn't a window unit, but it had to plug in. Nice. That's not too bad, mate. That's not bad at all. I looked at some of the camping shops, and you can buy a box system that's maybe a foot square, and you freeze this block and you put in the back of it, and it draws the cold air through that. I'm not a fan of those. I'm not a fan at all, big time, because I don't think I live in Townsville, North Queensland, and it is really bloody hot here. If you can picture Death Valley, mate, that's what Townsville's weather's like all the time. It's just seriously hot here. We'll hit the 40s. That's 40 degrees centigrade, not Fahrenheit. That's over 100 degrees. Yeah, mate, yeah. Mate, it's just, yeah, as I said, I live in North Queensland in Australia here, and it is just seriously hot. In the winter time's good. We took this, me and my son, took this to Harvey Bay, which is when I see my dad, and that's a day and a half's drive away. And we went down there, and it was -5 one night there, and we were quite comfortable in here. We had the fan going for a little while. My young fella got a bit cold, so we turned the fan off. But it was still nice in here. These walls are laminated walls with MDF board, and a layer of Laminex, a layer of MDF, and then another layer of Laminex on the outside. So they're pretty well insulated. I did think about putting those yoga mats up on the walls, you know, the rubber yoga mats. I thought about insulating the whole thing with that, but I don't know if I need it or not. I don't think I do. It might be okay without it. I haven't actually spent summertime in here. I only finished this just a little bit before winter time came in, and we took it away in the last school holidays we had, which was about a month ago, give or take. So that's sort of the ideas I got at the moment. I don't want to cut holes in the roof. I know a lot of guys have said to me, "Oh, put in those whirligigs, you know, the round things they spin in the wind, or they let the hot air out or something." I've got to cork it. I mean, at the moment, this doesn't leak. The windows don't leak. You know, they don't leak at all. Even the door doesn't leak, and that really surprised me because we had some seriously heavy rain. But I have framed it. I have framed around the door here, so I did have a tarp over it. I've got a 10-foot by 12-foot tarp I took with us, just to be on the safe side that if it did rain, I could stick that over it, because I didn't know how waterproof it was. The first couple of nights we were there, it rained at night time and we didn't hear it. We slept through it, so that wasn't actually too bad. That worked out pretty cool. But mate, building them is really easy. It's not a problem. All this stuff here, this timber here, this is pallets. This is pallet wood. Even the framing around the windows here, around the door there, sorry, that's all pallet wood, the whole thing. All the interior, even I don't know if you can see it on angle, I'll flip the camera around, guys. That timber down there where my cord is, this stuff here, that's pallet wood as well. That's actually a pallet, complete pallet. I just built onto the pallet. So when do I get the scrap wood? Mate, we got a place here in Australia called Bunnings. It's a hardware store, and every afternoon, if you can go there in the afternoon or first up in the morning when the trucks are being, because the trucks usually turn up at 5 a.m. If you can get there about 6 or 7 in the morning, mate, they put out all the free scrap wood you want. They put out complete pallets, the whole lot. This timber here, this board for the roof and the walls, that all come from a place called Laminex here in Townsville. The timber got wet. It's actually, he said to me the timber stack got wet, and I got 8 sheets of it for free, 0. He gave it to me, but I'm pretty sure, whereabouts are you, Truffles? Are you in the US, the UK? You probably did tell me, didn't you? But I can't really go back through the chat. But yeah, mate, I don't know what country you're in, but I mean, there's bound to be in the US. Okay. Well, you guys would have, you'd have hardware stores there, wouldn't you? Like Mitre 10 or something like that. Do you guys have Bunnings? That's our sort of our big warehouse places we have here, or what do you call it? Cabinet makers or furniture makers. You could probably hit them up. But yeah, as I said, mate, I scavenge the whole thing in here. We have them, but they don't have scraps that they give away. Oh, bugger. Well, that really sucks. I got some stuff from the recycling shop at the dump. What did I get from there? Oh no, that was for a project inside. No, the outside of here. The framework on the outside I got from the recycling shop. We have like Home Depot and stuff like that. Okay. Hey Keith, how you going, mate? Sorry, man, I'm reading the chat down here on my phone, so I really should have it up where I can see it, shouldn't I? There we go. But yeah, mate, that's sort of what I like to go around Home Depot, see what they got. Even building sites. That'd be another good place where they build houses and that sort of stuff. As I said, mate, I'm a scavenger. I like to scavenge stuff for free. Oh, there goes the helicopter. Yep, that's the emergency response chopper going over. That's not good. That means there's an accident somewhere or a rescue somewhere. So yeah, that's not good when those boys fly around. But they could just be on an exercise. Fingers crossed it's only an exercise, guys. They're not going out to save somebody's life. But yeah, I'm doing all right, Keith. Mate, it's what is it? Almost 5 o'clock Friday afternoon here in Australia. It's not too bad. Yeah, the only bad thing for me is I live in a small apartment. Any of my scraps would have to stay at my brother's place, and he's in the garage. He lives 5 hours away. Damn. Yeah, see, that's the problem I got, mate. I mean, I got a high-blocked house. You can see the slats behind me here. It isn't too bad, but by the time my wife gets her car under the house, with all the kids' bicycles and all that sort of crap under the house, there's not much room for me. I actually had to build this at a mate's place. But luckily, he doesn't live too far away. 7:57 a.m. in the UK. Oh, nice. So it's nearly 8 o'clock in the UK. It's 2 a.m. there, Truffles. Holy crap, dude. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Damn, man, I'm about 15 hours ahead of you. Because it's 5 p.m. here. Yeah, I sleep all day and now I'm up. Yeah, I'm the same, brother. Ruby Slippers, hey, how you going? But yeah, guys, that's sort of what I've done. I just tried to scavenge as much gear as I could. I just try and, yeah, bum stuff if you have to. You know? That's sort of I like doing that. I'm a bit of a hoarder. If somebody gives me something, I'll hang on to it until I can either use it or I'll give it to somebody else. Hey Dorito, how you going, brother? Yeah, smash that like button, brother. Smash that like button. 6 people watching and 6 likes. Sweet. Hey Dorito, check this out, brother. I made some additions to the camper. I just got to find somewhere to put them. So that should work out all right. Oh yeah, that's what I got to do. Yeah, that's cool, Truffles. No worries, mate. Hey, take it easy. Thanks for dropping by, brother. Everybody's welcome here. So, yeah, mate. Yeah. Everybody, hey, if you don't know anybody on here, subscribe to their channels, guys. Everybody that comes on here, as I said, you come on as strangers and you go away as friends. That's the way I look at it. Being Australian, that's just me, mate. That's just me. So, how large is the camper? Okay, it's 8 foot long by 4 foot high by 4 foot wide. Or if you're in the metric system, it's 2.4 meters long by 1.2 meters square. So 1.2 meters by 1.2 meters and 2.8 meters long. But as I said, it's 8 foot by 4 foot. It just fits. It fits in the back of my truck because my truck's got a 2.8 meter tray and it's got a 6 foot wide tray. So I've got 2 feet either side of my tray, free space, and I've got 4 inches between the door and the tailgate. So, like I'm sitting up, like I'm sitting on the bed at the moment down here. I'll give you a look. Oops. See, I'm sitting on the bed, and you can see my head here. I've got that much room to the roof. Yeah, they will. That's what I'm hoping, Ruby. I'm hoping they will. I'm actually got the tablets actually sitting on the other one at the moment. So yeah, it's getting there, Dorito, man. It's slowly getting there, brother. I've got an air conditioning system planned for it now. I've been watching a couple of YouTube channels, and I've actually found an interesting idea for an air conditioner. I think I can do that. The way he's done it is not too bad. I guarantee you I could do that. I reckon it would not take much to do it. He's got a big cooler. He paid, he's at Walmart. I think he paid $44 round figures, $44 at Walmart for it. And he bought some flexible pipe. He bought a 12 volt pump, air blower, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. He called it a pump, air pump for something. I'm not entirely sure. A bit of PVC pipe, and I think it come to $127 round figures. Well, it was 126 you know, 49 or 59 or whatever, but $125 round figures. And he was air conditioning looked like a Chevy van, or maybe a Ford Transit van, something really big like that. I'm not that big. As I said, it's 8 foot by 4 foot, you know, so I reckon I could do that with a smaller cooler, a smaller esky, as we call them eskies here in Australia. I reckon I could do that. That would not be a drama. Fill it full of ice. He run the pipe on an S shape, like it came in, so that's your esky there. He run the pipe in and made it S shape like that, and then he brought it out at the top here, and that's what, when he sat it back down flat, that's what the air is coming out. Sorry, but I don't know how you get into that size camper. How many will it sleep? Ruby at the moment, it'll sleep too. Just me and my young fella. I've got to build one. If I was going to build one for my family, I'd have to build a full size one. You know, we're talking 10 foot by 12 foot, something like that, by maybe 8 feet tall, or at least 7 feet tall anyway. It'll be a tiny house on wheels. I'd actually get a proper trailer. I'd buy probably a tandem trailer for it, by the 10 foot by 12 foot trailer, or 8 foot by 10 foot, I think is the legal limit here in Australia. So it'll be, you know, 12 feet long, 8 foot tall, 8 foot wide, and I'd be able to stand up in it, and I'd have Murphy beds. I'd have the Murphy beds coming off the walls, so they folded down and you could sleep in there, and I'd probably have a loft bed for me and my wife. But I only built this thing for me and my young fella to go fishing in, and we spent 11 days in it when we went to Harvey Bay to see my dad and my mum's grave. So it was awesome, you know. It worked really, really well. The insulation in here was good. As I was saying earlier to the guys, this whole thing owes me $50. That's it. The only thing, everything was scavenged. Like I scavenged the timber. This is pallet wood. That's enough for 2 of you. I hope you video a little of your trips. Absolutely, mate. Have a look through my videos. We actually have a couple of videos up of the first night we slept in it and some upgrades we did. I couldn't do too much videoing of the outside because when we were there, because it was bucketing down rain, and every time we decided to go outside and do some video, it would start raining. So I didn't get much video of the actual trip. But I'm planning on going down either in, I think it's September, October. I think it's September, October, or October, November, one of those months. There's a swap meet, a huge swap meet. Not as good as you guys get in the US, but it's a big swap meet. And I'm hoping to go down to that, so that would be pretty cool. And then I'll do a lot of videoing. I'm actually making a gimbal to stick my phone on. Plenty of room, brother. Good stuff, man. I've got to hit the hay. Hey, no worries, Dorito. Thanks for coming in, brother. It's all good, man. I know the time difference is just crazy where you guys are. The sun's just going down here. It's 5:05 in the afternoon, so I'm going to have to get off here in another couple of minutes myself. The Minister of War and Finance will be... yeah, the Minister of War and Finance upstairs will be calling me for tea. That's my wife, guys. You know, that's what we call them here. She who must be obeyed. Yeah, hey, good night, Dorito, man. Hey, take it easy. I will try and catch up on some of your live streams later, man. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm going to do, guys. I really need some input on that one. I might even do a video to go with the live stream and see how we go from there. I'll get my young fella down tomorrow. We're going to cut the framework and everything up for the electric fishing cart. So hopefully most of the framework will be done for that tomorrow, and then I can look at mounting the wheels. We're going to make caster wheels on the front, so as the chassis here, the caster wheels are here, just same as your shopping trolley. So they'll spin around 360 either way. No steering gear, so she's all steers left, right, forwards, backwards, all on a joystick. It's actually an old wheelchair I'm going to use, so that'll be it, guys. It'll have no steering gear whatsoever, so it should be interesting. It's going to be 4 feet wide and 5.5 foot long. Sounds like I admire a MacGyver. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, I like to build stuff out of junk. If I look at it and think, how can I repurpose that? The framework inside for the fishing cart is an old tradesman's rack off a truck, a little 1-ton ute or trucks, whatever you guys want to call them. If you guys have seen my ute, it's a 2010 Mitsubishi Triton turbo diesel, and it's got a 2.8 metre by 6 foot tray, or 6 foot by 8.5 foot tray, whatever it is. It's got a huge tray on it. This fits on perfect, but that framework come off another one that was a little bit smaller. It was a dually, so old dual cab, so it didn't fit my ute, but that didn't worry me because I saw the framework, I saw the steel, and I thought, yep, I can build a fishing cart out of that. So that's going to work out really, really well. So we might go and have a look at that, guys. I'll get out of here. I'll shut the windows just in case it does rain, which I highly doubt it does in... Ow. I'll get points for blood. Alrighty, let's see if I can do this without dropping you guys. We'll go for walkies. Duck the melon. I'm sitting on the ground at the moment, so that's a bit of a problem. Oh man, my butt. But yeah, this is the top. I think we'll flip the camera around, guys. We'll flip him around. Oh, there we go. That's the top. There's my TV on the door. We just mounted everything to the door. See all this metal here, that door handle, you know, the where are we? The lock down here, all that sort of stuff. The hinges, mate. It was like $5 from it was like $5 from Bunnings. So that sort of works out pretty cool. But we'll go for walkies, guys. The good thing about having my tablet is I can go walk about. See, there's my house up there. There's Big John. There's Big John. Hello, John John. Hello, John John. Hey, he's my rescue puppy, guys. He was abused. His owner used to abuse him. So that's my laundry. My old vintage BMX bikes. The throne room. You don't want to see the bathroom, but it's all good. There's the coffee table, guys. We just got to wait and put a clear top on it. But I'm just going to flip you guys around so you can see the framework. And there it is. There's my three-wheeler trike that I made. But yeah, this rack here. This is all off a truck, off a ute. Even that pit over there, all that running down there, and all that stuff that's laying on the ground down there. That's all off the one ute, the one truck. So I've got some wheels over there that I'm going to make a... I'm not telling you what I'm going to make that out of. That'll be a surprise. Okay, there's Big John. There's Big John. Hey, Big Bad John. If you guys can see it, whether the sun's on it, might be too much on it. That's you can't really see it. I was going to say that's my ute out there, but because of the actual crappy day, yeah, no, you can't really see the tray. But it's got a really big tray on it. That's my wife's car. Oh boy, I got some junk, guys. I got to clean all this out yet. Go through that. Hey, John John. Hey, John John. There's my fire truck. That's my little fire truck I built for my kitten, my cat Cookie. That's his fire truck. I've got rear ends out of a trike there, another rear end out of a trike there. There's the wheelchair. That's what I'm actually going to use to drive the fishing cart. I'm actually going to use that, and maybe that seat. That seat is out of either a 40s or a 50s bus. I don't know how old that is, but that's been sitting on my mother-in-law's place for probably 40 years, I reckon, if not longer. So yeah, see, even this stuff, this was all free, this pallet. That black timber up there was all free. But that's the wheelchair. That's the one I'm actually going to use, guys. There's my sound system when I get around to it. So that's all going to go into the camper eventually, but this is going to be my fishing cart, so... I'm back now. I can see the chat, guys. So that will be what I'm going to use. I'll chop it up with that big saw down there. My workbench here, this workbench belonged to my father-in-law, and his house has been built in the 1920s or 1930s, and I reckon that bench has been there probably 50 years, maybe 60 years. It is heavy as. It's made out of solid timber. I mean, you can see how thick it is, guys. Look at that. You know, that's got to be probably 2 inches thick. And the cupboards there, these cupboards come out of their kitchen. They're a bit dirty because they're just dusty under my house here, but that top cupboard, the white one, that came out of the kitchen, so that had been there at least 50 years. And the bottom one would be the same. There's my battery pack. Right there, that's my battery pack for the camper. There's two 12-volt car batteries in there, and I'm going to use that in the camper with my inverter. But that's all the metal and everything like that. So that sort of worked out pretty good. But yeah, anyway, guys, it's just a quick one today. I'm going to have to get going. I'll go back here so you guys can at least see my face. I'm scary enough as it is, I know. So yeah, Ruby, that's not too bad, mate. There's John. Hey, John. Hey, big man. Hey, big man. He's looking for his dinner, so I'll have to go give him a feed. But yeah, guys, that's sort of what the plan is at the moment. I want to do that, and I'll get it sorted out, and yeah, get a bit more clean up under here. Yeah, he's a good boy, mate. He's a good boy. He's not too bad, mate. But yeah, that's the sort of the plan I'm planning on doing tomorrow. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, I can get that done tomorrow. So I'll just shut the door so he doesn't get stuck in there, or he starts peeing on a few things. So yeah, no worries, Ruby Slippers. Thanks, mate. Whoever else is on there. Yeah, Dorito for coming on, and who else is in there? Truffles, thanks for coming in, man. Hey, it's all good, guys, and I will catch you on the next live stream. Take it easy, have a great day, have a great night, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.